What a cutie! I do not regret buying you. Finally, you are working. You are working. Hello, my name is Kaya Africa and you're welcome back to my channel if you are a returning viewer. And if it is your first time seeing my video, well, please be my guest of honor. So in today's video, I will be doing something a little interesting. I am about to move into dot manipulation series and I will be using this little dress form, this miniature dress form that I got sometimes last year on a China site. I ordered it together with this dress form. It is slightly pinnable and basically I use this miniature dress form for most illustrations when it comes to tutorials. So I have to first make a basic bodice pattern for it and then I will move into dot manipulation series. Stay glued and let's make this pattern together. Now I will begin with the measurements taken. The back cross shoulder is 21 cm while the front cross shoulder is 19 cm. Back cross armhole is 18 cm. Front cross armhole is 16 cm. Please check out my video on how to take accurate measurements. I promise it to be very helpful to you. Now the bust round is 44 cm while the waist round is 33 centimeters. Now to the front body length, which is 19, and also back body length, which is also 19. Now I'm taking the bust point to bust point and then the side seam, and also I will take the center back nape to waist and I will take the center front collarbone to waist. Now I'm taking the shoulder length and I am done with measurements. So let's begin the pattern. First I will square out the bodice. In human pattern making we use 6 cm ease, but for this I will use just 4 cm ease. Now that I have my body squared out, I will divide my front and back into two. Now I have my front and back and I am measuring the front body length and also the back body length. Then I will draw that line out. Now I want to draw my armhole line. I am labeling back and front. And then now I will draw the armhole line, which is the bust divided by 4. I will not add any additional 1 cm or 2 cm in this case. So now I will label that my armhole line. So now I will proceed to the bust point, which happens to fall on the armhole line. So I will mark the bust point width and I will square down to the waistline. Now that I am done with the bust point, I would mark out the front cross shoulder, which is the front cross shoulder divided by 2. I would mark that on the shoulder line and I would mark my back cross shoulder also divided by 2 on the shoulder line. I will slant my front shoulder with just 3 cm while I slant down my back shoulder with just 2.5 cm. So now I will mark the neck depth using my center front, which is the collar to waistline, or in human you can use the neck circumference divided by 5. Now I used 4 cm for the neck width and I'm also using my center back, which is a nape to waist, for the neck depth, and I'm using 4 cm also for the width. Now I will curve out. Now I'm curving out the back neck. Now I will mark half of my shoulder length and then after that I would give it a dart of 1.5 cm and then I will link the dart to the bust point. Now I will close the dart to measure my full shoulder length. Shoulder length is 6 cm. I'm going to wheel over the closed dart to have my dart head. Now that I have the front done, I will move to the back, measure half of the shoulder length, and then I would give it a dart of 1 cm. I'm squaring out the dart by 6 cm, and then I'm opening the dart, then linking the dart legs. Then I would also close the back dart to mark my full shoulder length, which is 6 cm. Now that I have my front and back shoulder, I would link the armhole. I would leave 1 cm parallel line from the side seam on the front, and then on the back I will leave 0.5 parallel line. Then I will draw my curve on the front and also on the back. Now I'm wheeling over the shoulder dart to give it a head. Shoulder is done, and I will move to waist suppression. On my pattern right now, I have 24 cm. Now I will get the mid dart for the back, which is the back bodice divided by 2 minus 1 cm. Then I will square down the mid dart for the back bodice. Then for waist suppression, I will measure my accurate waist, which is 33 cm, divided by 2 is 16.5. Then I will minus 16.5 from 24. That will give me 7.5, which means I have 7.5 to share on the back dart, side dart, and the front dart. For the front, I will give it 3 cm, while on the back, I will give 2.25, and on the side, I will give 2.25. I'm dividing 3 cm into 2 and marking on both sides of the mid dart, and I'm linking the dart legs to the waistline, and also I would mark 2.25 divided by 2 on both sides of the side seam, and then I will do the same on the back, 2.25 divided by 2 on both sides of the mid dart. Now I would mark out my dart legs on the back bodice, and I will also mark out my side seam. Now that waist suppression is done, I will elongate my front dart, and then I would through and blend by closing my front dart from the center front towards the side, and then I would blend it out to the side of the bodice, and then wheel over it to have a trace for the dart head. Now I'm marking out on the trace for the dart head, and I would also do the same thing on my back bodice. Fold from the longer dart leg to the center back, fold from the side to the center back, and then I will trace to have my dart head. Now I am marking out the dart head. Now that waist suppression is done, pattern is pretty much done, I will transfer it to another paper, but I will trace it on fold so I can have a full spread bodice, both on the front and on the back. Now I'm just going to trace the front and back bodies. Now I have my full spread body cut out. This is the front and this is the back. Now I will begin to join my supposed clothes. I'll join. Now I'm joining, sewing the darts on the waist and also on the shoulder, and then I will join the sides of the bodies together to make it a complete outfit, and then we are going to fit on the mannequin to see what we have. My miniature is finally having a bodice pattern, well cut out. As you can see, it is sitting really nice, and that is how I expect your personal bodies to sit nice on your body. Of course, if you have taken your measurements right. I had to reduce 1 cm from the shoulder to waist length because my paper was quite short, so I had to reduce by 1 cm, but overall it is looking firm and nice. So guys, thank you for sticking with me all through that pattern making, and let me present to you the miniature dress form. I think we should give this pretty little thing a name. If you have a suggestion, please leave it in the comment below. I haven't actually thought of that, but I think I might have one name, but let me not rush into decision. Let's see what you guys can come up with. So you can see how nice the bodice is laying on the mannequin. However, I noticed there's a little gaping on the armhole side. I hope you guys can see that. There's a little gaping on both sides of the armhole on the front. So in my next video, when we begin the series 1 of the dot manipulation, I will try to get rid of this armhole gaping, so you also can do that on your pattern in case you have this gaping. Until I see you again, have a great life. Bye. As I have had this mannequin at home. It was just there. I initially thought I would be using it for decoration, but why not work with it? This little beauty is fully pinnable. Can you see how the pin is just penetrating right into it? I'm going to be doing a lot of draping videos with this cute little creature. Is it a creature? Yeah. God didn't make it, man made it, so it's man's creation.